Hi, I'm Lucas Connors, here to do another tabletop review, this time of Ticket to Ride. This is the USA version. Ticket to Ride was published in 2004 by Days of Wonder. It plays with 2 to 5 players, and each game lasts for about 45 minutes. Let's see what's in the box. Inside the box for Ticket to Ride USA, you'll find plastic trains like these. These are used by each individual player. So we have the green ones, and for the other players as well, we have black, blue, yellow, and red. As well in the box, you'll find these small cards. The colors of these trains will denote where the player can place trains on the board. So for instance, this red train will allow any player to place their train on red tracks. Now you have to have enough trains to be able to place them for this whole set of tracks. The game also has these cards, known as tickets. Here are some of them in my hand. And specifically, we'll take a look at this one here. So this one has a route from Vancouver to Santa Fe that I need to complete. Vancouver on the map is over here, and this is Santa Fe down here. So I could complete this route by going south Vancouver and then start going east towards Santa Fe, or I could go east and then start going south, or any other combination of cities that I could go through in order to get from Vancouver to Santa Fe. So to complete this, I'll have to be able to get cards for the colors of trains that I'll need to create these links between the cities that start getting me closer and closer to completing this entire route that I have. In my hand right now, I have 2 cards, a red train, and this one here is a locomotive. This is a wild card. I can use that for any color. And using these and other cards that I'll find, I'm going to place the trains on here to complete that route specifically. So on my turn, I have 3 options. I can build trains by putting them on the board, by discarding these cards. Now, I can't think of anything useful I can do with that right now. I can take more tickets, which means that I can pick up more cards from this pile and try to complete those tickets before the game ends. Now, if you have a ticket that you did not complete, you actually lose the amount of points that it denotes on the card here. Whereas if you do complete the ticket, you'll gain that amount of points. So something to keep in mind. You don't want to just hoard tickets for any reason. And now the last option, probably the most common move you'll do, is you can take train cards from here. Or you can even take them blind as well. So in this case, I'm going to take this red, and I'll take this other red. So now, with my entire hand, when my turn comes around again, I'm going to have enough red cards to be able to place these trains here. And that's going to bring me one step closer to completing that route. So now maybe I'll take this area over here and then go down south to Santa Fe. And currently, my opponents probably are completely in the dark of what my route is. I've placed this in the middle from Salt Lake City to Denver. I haven't really given them any indication of what direction I'm going, so sometimes you can put strategies into this game deciding where are you going to place your trains so as to most confuse your players. If I place my next set of trains right here, well then I'm sort of giving an indication that I'm trying to get from somewhere over in this area east. But if I place the next trains over here, or say I start working on another ticket that's east over here, then you're really not helping them figure out where you're going at all. So that can be a good strategy to use. The game also comes with these pieces here, these little circles. And you can use these at the end of the game to count the amount of points that you have. So you put it all the way over here. I know you can't see that. But that just is a marker that says 0, and you can move it all the way around as you count the amount of points. Personally, I think this is a pretty stupid thing because it's really easy to just type in what you have into a calculator, use a piece of paper or whatever to figure out how many points you have. But it can be useful if you just don't want to grab anything like that to add up the amount of points you have. So like I said, you'll get points for the tickets that you complete, and then the tickets you don't complete get subtracted from your score. You get more points for completing trains that are longer, and this is all denoted here in the legend. So for instance, if you have a route that includes 6 trains in a row like this, you'll get 15 points for that, whereas for 2 trains you're only going to get 2 points for that. So you'll get points there. And then the player who has the longest connected route gets an extra couple bonus points for what's called longest train. And so essentially you're just playing against the players, trying to get the most amount of points, trying to complete your tickets, and maybe even trying to steer your opponents off course. On the downside, I find that the cards in Ticket to Ride are a little bit small, and I'm not a huge fan of shuffling and handing out those cards. But fortunately, the expansion does come with a full set of the original cards in regular size, but I'll review that expansion on another day. Additionally, I find that the game can get repetitive a little bit over time, but there are a few offensive and defensive strategies to try, so I do recommend playing it at least more than once. I find the game is a great introduction to board games for people that are not very familiar, or for the casual gamers, although it's still fun for hardcore gamers too. Thanks for joining me for my tabletop review of Ticket to Ride, and I'll see you next time.